check.
Yep.
Check. Gotcha. All right. Y'all sound good.
All right. You want to fucking count us in?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Buckle in, bitches. Welcome to fucking Necro Electric. Today we got the homies from fucking Hype Waco in the house.
What's up?
Hey, man.
Welcome.
What's
Pleasure
up?
to be here. Pleasure to be here.
As always, I am your host, Sean D. Skellington. This is my bad little bitch right here, Kylie Skellington. And we got, as always, Oscar Fernandez's fiance.
That's always a good one, too.
Need to find a nickname for her.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Ryan. I'm the owner and founder of Hype Waco.
I'm Davanci. I'm just a graphic designer. I'm part owner of Skunk.
/ hype man.
Yeah, exactly. Hype man. Yeah, that's perfect.
Dope. All right. Before we get started, we have a goal of 1 million fucking followers. To do that shit, we always have our friends of a podcast. And because of our guests, I brought in rapper Prescription.
Shout out Necro Electric. Ow, you know.
Script. All right. Thanks, Script. All right. What is our topic today?
Another handwritten note.
Whoa.
Our-
I can read this one though. It says "Where you stand."
Yep.
Don't know what that means, but
So I've got a bunch of fucking weird topics and I want to see where all you guys.
Does it have anything to do with butt fucking again?
No, I think we got all the butt
Yeah,
fucking
that was
out of
the
the
last
way.
Okay, good.
All right. So like, what do you think, guys think about like Elon Musk announced that in our lifetime we may see the technology that can transfer consciousness from human body to machine.
I see it.
So at some point in time you may be approached with the decision of, do you fucking exit this shit and go on,
You want to be a Terminator?
or rot away? What do you guys think?
You know, I like my life, but I don't like my life so much that it comes to a point where I need to be transferred to like another body or a robot body. I just when I get old, I just want to die. I just want to be done.
Yeah, but as humans, we'll all evolve, and at a certain point, like when you're old as fuck and your tits are by your knees and everything fucking hurts, right?
Oh, that's not happening now
And then
already.
you see your
It's called breast
grandchildren
augmentation. Thank
and
you.
your great grandchildren, and then you know you're gonna fucking croak and not see them grow up. You're not gonna jump into the new like Honda fucking body 5000.
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of seeing my grandchildren, even my great grandchildren, but like, I don't know. I don't want to just keep going. I feel like if I get to a point where I'm seeing or meeting my great grandchild, I feel like I've lived enough life and I have probably done everything that I want to do. And I don't know. It's to me, it's just too weird to like. I don't want to keep living. I just want to get to be 100 and then die and let somebody else do it. Okay, I'm done with that.
Would you guys keep
all,
living?
All good things got to come to an end.
Yeah.
All good things have
Yeah.
to come to an end. So I agree with you. I'd rather just go.
I don't know. I'd go, man, turn me into a Terminator. I'd do
what
it.
I'm saying, dude.
Exactly.
I'm living on Mars, motherfuckers.
My only question is, do you have to look like a robot or do you
I'm
get
sure
to
you
look
would
like a
adjust it.
person?
I mean, just like technology. So you got to understand that,
You
like,
can get a Ferrari or a Honda.
yeah, it's gonna depend on like your economic status,
True,
and just
true.
like everything. When we get technology, that shit has already been out for 20 years.
Exactly.
The government, the
it's in
military,
the movie, it
everybody
already
else has
exists.
already used it all up. We had computers in the 50s. You know what I mean? Like there were giant rooms, but they still
so
had
there
them.
could be like robots walking around talking to us and we don't even know.
Yeah, in some lab or something somewhere. Who knows?
Ugh.
But I mean, they're trying to break atoms and shit at fucking CERN. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where
But
that-
if we're talking about economic status, I'm sorry, I don't. If I transfer my consciousness, I don't want a body that came from the corner store. Okay,
You're gonna
like
have
I
to
want.
upgrade. I mean, look at it like this: like the first ones are gonna suck, dude. They're gonna be like old 50s cars.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like
Yeah.
like a Terminator at first, probably, and
But
then
what if it's like Apple? You have to like buy a new one every 2 years.
Gotta upgrade.
yeah, you know, I'm sure there's
That
gonna be a
would
point where
suck.
your leg rusts or fucking
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
servo brakes or some shit.
Load up on the WD-40.
Swap out to a new body and keep it
That'll
moving.
just be the new water.
Yeah. Or they'll probably give you bodies, and then you'll be forced into debt, and you'll have to work it off for the next
I'm
100
sure
years.
there's probably someone has written a book about this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're
If you
probably
think
way worse
about
than
it, all we
college
are is
Yeah.
brains. I mean, the bones and
true.
the bones and the flesh.
There's
That's
so
just
much
your
more
fucking.
than
Yeah. All we are is the consciousness.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying if you took your brain and you stuck it in anything else that'll keep your brain alive, you're just a fucking brain.
Like that guy off
So pick your
Ninja
suit.
Turtles.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's kind of the idea of what you believe, because if you're a religious person like I am, I believe that I have a soul and I have
You have a
you
time
know,
limit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if you just transfer my brain to another thing, I don't know if I would still be the same person. Like,
What if-
because does my soul go with it? Like, if there's so many questions. I don't know. I don't know.
What if God turns out to be like an alien or something?
Curveball.
I don't know.
Or just sea monkeys, you know what I'm saying?
Sea monkeys. Ah, shit.
I'm just,
It's just
possibilities.
one big
it's
game
very
of The
possible.
Sims. That's what's happening right now.
And there are like tons of conspiracy theories about simulation.
Oh God, we could
All
go
that
on
other
about
stuff.
conspiracy theories all day long.
Reptilians, Illuminati, dude.
Reptilian.
I'm all about
Rabbit
it.
hole.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, what if, speaking of technology, so what if, I mean, we could see teleportation in our lifetime.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I would.
You know what I mean?
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
But at the same time, technically, it is destroying you and then rebuilding you in another
Yes.
spot is how it'll have to work.
I've had this conversation with Oscar, and he's always like, I don't think I would be the same person. I think my atoms would they would look like me, but I think it would not be the same person. And I'm like, I don't know.
But what if you were the same person? What if they could guarantee that you were going to be the same person?
Oh, hell yeah. Sign me up right now.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you know, there's going to be people that just get fucked up because the machine flips out. You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
always breaks somewhere
Oh, yeah.
at some point in time.
Always.
Yeah, so would you even be rebuilt if it broke down?
That's what I'm saying. Like you could
You'd be
end up
like lost.
half of you can end up
Yeah.
in China
in
and
the
the other half
somewhere. Where do you go if you
Now
get
that would
lost?
be a cool movie. That
Yeah,
would
it's
be a
like,
cool movie.
I'm gonna teleport over, and then like half of her just comes flying out of the
Oh,
thing
shit.
and splatters on the wall.
Shit. Okay, I'm rethinking this. I might not teleport.
Again, I think it would have to do with if teleportation were a thing, like how much money you're willing to spend on the machine. Because if you had infinite funds, you could get a really nice one. But if you were like me,
I don't think,
you'd
like-
get one from Target and you'd end up missing like digits or something.
Yeah,
But same thing. I mean, the most expensive car still has problems.
Yeah,
That's true.
And then
some would even argue more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Them Teslas looking real nice right now.
My boss that I used to work for had a Dodge Viper, and it was like $3,000 or something to do a tune-up and an oil change on the whole thing.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, to go
for a
through the
tune-up and oil change,
Yeah.
that's robbery.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's another car on Franklin.
the motor mile. Shout out.
Dude, we went shopping for a car. There's like a whole, so on Franklin, there's like a whole row of just used car places. And
Shout
we
out
went
to all the
this
shady
one
fucking
lot.
sales guys on that
Oh,
street.
Yeah,
dude.
for
so
real.
many shady ones.
real.
She
But then-
she saw a Cadillac that she liked, right?
Yes.
And then the dude's like, yeah, I bought this from a weed dealer.
And I was
I'm
like,
like, oh, okay, cool.
that's not
Thanks for
something
that.
you really tell someone who's buying
Thanks for
your
that heads
car.
up, man.
Yeah. We know it's hot.
And then I told her, well, get in it, you check it out, and let me know. And
I
then,
got in it anyway.
So
So,
she calls me and she's like, the temperature gauge is like fucking flipping out, and
Yeah,
the
it
brake
was like
only goes
0.
like a quarter of an
0.
inch.
Oh,
She's
wow.
like, is there
You were
something
probably
wrong with
pushing
it?
up against the brick.
it was so weird. It was so
And then
weird.
I'm like, just bring it back. Let me check it out. And then the sales dude's like, oh yeah, no, these Cadillacs are like, you know,
They
that's
just do that.
They just do that. You know, they alternate, you know, with the heat and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I get in and like, yeah, like the brake, like you can only like move it like this. And he's like, oh, and we have a Charger or Challenger. And he's like, I seen you drive up in the Challenger. He's like, you got to understand that's a performance vehicle, so it has performance
So
braking.
you can push the brake more.
This Cadillac,
I'm not stupid. Okay.
I was like, nah.
He's
dude.
hoping that you would be just enough to be like, okay.
It was ridiculous.
Like, nah, dude, go park this shit.
Yeah, they get all
Yeah.
their cars they go to auction out in
Yeah.
Bruceville, Eddie, or wherever they go.
Yeah.
We
I
did
know-
not buy a car
I know a lot of
anywhere
people
on
that
that
do
street.
It's probably best you did.
But we looked.
All the fucking cars in Houston that got flooded and shit.
Yeah.
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 Hey, you know what? Some of our best office furniture came from auctions, so I can't
Well,
I can't complain.
yeah, I'm not
It's
shitting on
different.
like used stuff. Like
Yeah,
I go on
yeah.
Facebook
That's
Market all the
different.
time. This table,
Yeah.
I get this table for like $20,
Oh wow.
and I just
Nice.
painted
Paint
the
it
shit out of
black.
it.
Painted it black.
All right, and then one more weird thing. What about cloning? What do you guys think
Cloning.
about
Man,
that?
I wanted a clone for years.
Would
Like
you?
Like, I
humans.
had
Why?
one to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? You stay home, take care of the wife and daughter, then I can go do my thing. And just-
But it's the
not-
same. It's the
But-
same question. Is it you though?
Yeah, like if you come home and he's banging on your wife, like is that you know what I mean? It's almost kind of like
We
having
can
a
swap
twin.
out.
He's tag
We
teaming.
do it all in shifts.
Yeah, because like, do you have the same? You don't have the same
No,
memories then.
you'd be a different
No.
person.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
a different person.
mean-
just look like you.
Yeah, on a cellular level, you're the same guy.
Have you guys seen the movie Multiplicity?
Yes.
Okay, so
Paul
he
Rudd,
no.
right?
Well, he did the remake, but there was one that Michael Keaton did
I
first.
didn't know that.
And he had clones of himself, but they were like each different aspects of his personality. So there was
That's what
one
I
that was like an asshole, there was one who was
Oh,
like the
yeah.
perfect dad, and there was one who was like mentally had mental issues, and he
Yeah.
just was like, there was one part where she ends up having sex with all of them. Like she thinks it's the same guy, but she ends up having sex with all of them. And then the main guy is like, "Did you all have sex with her?" And the mentally challenged guy goes, "She touched my pee-pee, Steve." So I imagine it. I don't know. I like to think of it that way. Like if I ever had a clone, it'd just be maybe a more badass version of myself. And then I don't know if I could deal with that. I don't know if a badass self can walk around freely like that.
Hey, bro, can you do me a favor? Hit that green button up there.
It's okay. I've got the time on my phone.
You? I fucked up and
It's been
forgot to
fif-
hit the
it's been
timer.
16.
All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like you come home and
Yeah, that'd
If I
probably
was
be awkward.
banging your clone.
Yeah.
So wait, would y'all both sleep in the bed then?
Yeah, good question.
I mean,
I'd probably be mad when the whole stash is gone. Who smoked all
all the beers are gone. Fucking,
Yeah.
you're like, damn,
come
man.
home and there's no plate left for you because
Oh,
your
man.
clone ate your plate.
Yeah, that
Oh,
part would suck.
shit. Yeah, I don't know about clones.
Yeah, I don't like
think I
that
could do
one.
it.
I don't know. I'm changing my answer now.
Yeah. It's almost like having a twin, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a twin that is doesn't have any of your memories and has to.
But twins don't share
And
memories.
gets
Well,
to
I mean,
freeload,
like
too.
they share memories of like growing up together and living life together.
Right.
Whereas this clone, the other question is if you got the clone, would you raise it yourself as a baby or would you get it as an adult clone?
No, it's got to match you, man. That would be weird, just raising yourself.
Man.
I don't know. That'd be interesting. Let's see how much I can fuck myself up again.
I mean, when you have a child, it's half yourself.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
That's
That's pretty
true.
much sounds like
Yeah.
you're just raising a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our kid came out looking like his twin.
Yeah.
pretty
Seriously.
much.
That's true, especially when he smiles. He's got that little
Yeah.
demon smile, and you're like, oh my God, it's
Yeah,
Sean.
He does. Yeah. Everyone's like, he has a smirk.
Yeah, oh.
I know.
Yeah. All teeth just.
Yeah, he's punk rock for sure.
Do we have time for a sponsor?
Oh, yes. This episode is brought to you by Dark and Jury Clothing. Dark and Jury is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Jury has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkandjuryclothing.com.
Oop, forgot to turn my shit off.
Party.
Hello.
Fucking up today. Hey, last shameless plug before our grand opening, March 8th.
Whoop,
If you
whoop.
live in Waco,
This
come
is
down, check it
airing
out.
after the opening, but I hope you
Oh,
all
yeah.
had a good time at the opening.
I got like 4 hours sleep last night. So
Aw.
Poor guy, his allergies are just insane.
I don't know
It
what
is that time of the season.
Texas weather.
Yeah, I've never had this like in my whole life.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to never get sick like at all. Like almost the whole time we were dating, like maybe one time.
Yeah, twice I've seen you sick.
Yeah, and then now it's like fuck it. And then whatever this is, like I can't lay down like at night. Like if I'm standing up, I'm totally fine. But if I lay down and like it's like cough fest.
It's real fun.
Let me just go get my face mask. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I just have to sip on the scissor.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it's funny. She always laughs because like I don't measure it.
He doesn't use
Ugh.
the
Bottle
measuring
every
cup.
time.
He just swigs it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No,
it's not.
That is the way to cure what ails you.
no.
Yeah.
That's how you. I don't know. I feel like that's how you would get like really drunk, but maybe that's just me.
Don't people like
I'm a lightweight.
hallucinate off cough syrup or something? What do people do with cough syrup?
Well, you mix it with alcohol.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it makes you hallucinate that
I
way.
don't know if it makes you hallucinate. I mean,
The
if you
only-
drink enough of anything, you hallucinate.
The only cold medicine I've ever had like weird symptoms like that was Sudafed, and I was like in and out. It was very strange, and I went to the hospital and they're like, "Yeah, you know they make meth with Sudafed, right?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense now, I
Okay, we're
suppose."
not condoning any of this.
No.
Don't get any ideas.
I was just really sick and needed something.
just saying.
Yeah.
When I shattered my leg, they gave me morphine and that stuff.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
I called it
fun.
time traveling.
Oh yeah.
You had
Because you
morphine?
take it and then I was like playing, my leg was like shattered from one of my shows. I dove off this thing. I broke it and I broke my fibula and my tibula from my ankle to my knee, split it like an axe. So I got a 16-inch stainless steel plate, and a bunch of screws, and all new cartilage because I stepped on it right after it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was gnarly. And I couldn't walk for like almost a year. And a bunch of my like close friends came and took care of me like at my house when I was doing that. But they'd be like, "Let's play video games." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that." And I'd pop my fucking morphine, and then like literally it'd be 8 a.m. and then I'd blink, and then it's like 10:30 at night. Wow, oh, what the fuck just happened? They're like, dude,
Like time travel.
like your head was swinning, you just fell off the couch, we just put you back on.
Good friends.
Oh yeah.
So I ex-nayed that.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Well, let's get to know you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I love that, like in California, we have like some custom shops, but it's so much of just like corporation shit everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that Waco has so much unique stores. And Hype Waco is definitely one of the most unique stores in the fucking town. If you guys were fucking anime villains, you guys would be the fucking shoe kings. But what got you guys into it?
Man, I've been collecting shoes personally since 8th grade. So 2008, 2009 was kind of where I started collecting. I just got to a point at work where I just wasn't happy. They weren't paying me. Weren't paying me good enough. Taking advantage of me, and I gave them 3 days notice and went and started my own thing and haven't looked back since.
Nice,
and,
dude.
I never resold shoes until I opened the store. So.
Oh, you just fucking opened up that closet?
Yeah.
No, actually, until recently, man, I just actually this past Sunday was the first time I took shoes from my personal collection into the store.
So wait, when you say collection, you
Yeah.
mean like shoes that you buy but you don't wear? They just are like shiny and pristine in your closet,
Yeah,
never worn.
I found 8 pairs out of the 24 pairs that I took to the store that were brand new that I forgot I had.
Oh my
my
god!
So
Wow.
I've never had that problem.
Never.
So how many do you have?
I was pushing 300 pairs. I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
keep
Keep
myself.
all these
Um,
shoes. Do you have like a?
I had a whole
Garage
whole
full?
room that I called like my sneaker room, and every wall was covered in shoes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
That's awesome.
Yeah. No,
Goals.
it's terrible. Don't do
goals.
it. It's terrible.
God.
It's a terrible
Yeah.
curse.
Moving them is a pain. Like
Oh, man.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to cut myself down to 150, and to bring a new pair in, I have to get rid of
Only
them.
Cut yourself to
150.
That's half, you guys. That's a work in progress.
Was it like the most painstakingly thing trying to pick which ones you wanted to take? Like, was
No,
it?
'cause I get the same. Like I wear a lot of the same ones. So seeing the ones that I haven't worn, there's a reason why I haven't worn them. So
Right.
I don't have no physical connection to them. So it's easy for me just to grab them and throw them in a stack and be like, I'm getting rid of these.
Wait,
There's no
what-
point in me having them.
Physical connection. What do you mean by that?
There's certain shoes that you have. I mean, anybody has like
You got
could
your
have
favorites.
a watch or something like that has a sentimental value to it. And there's certain shoes like I have a connection with that. There's stories behind them why I won't get rid of them or why they're in my collection. I have shoes that have never been worn, but they won't be worn for a reason, and there's like purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel
Okay.
that. You'd probably laugh at me. I have pictures of when I was a little kid. I've literally just worn Converse my entire fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
But
We're both flat-footed now.
when I got married, I got the leather ones. And I
that's
I haven't
nice.
gone back since.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. I love Converse. I just can't wear them. Like, they look like skis on me, so I just cannot wear them. And I've never been able to wear Converse. And I've owned like 3 or 4 pairs of them, and after having them for like months, I'm like, I'm never gonna wear these, so I just get rid of them.
I think I can. There's only one pair of shoes that I can ever say I've had like an emotional connection with, and that was because I got them signed by a band, and that like, and when I had 30 Seconds to Mars, it was one of my like first major concerts that I went
Shout out
to.
to Jared Leto.
Took off your shoe?
Yeah, I didn't have anything. I didn't have. I was
my shoe?
I was like, well, it's either sign my chest and it's gonna go away, or I have him sign my shoe, and then
Chucked a bra at him.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have been like,
The thing is too is like, if you can get something signed by somebody that's not the typical thing to get it signed by, it's typically worth a little bit more because there's less of them in existence. So.
Yeah, well, my ex got rid of them, so.
Shout out to the ex.
And I really,
subject.
I really was pretty heartbroken though, because I mean, it was signed by all of them, and I after that night I never wore those shoes again. And so when I couldn't find them after we got divorced or whatever, I was just like, oh my god, like the shoe that he signed, that he touched, it's no longer there. So so I can understand that a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a couple pairs that are like that, for sure, that are in my collection. That there's one pair in particular that I told my family if I die tomorrow, like,
is that like your most prized
Those are going
pair?
in the coffin with you?
Yeah, those are going in the coffin with me.
What is it?
Have you ever seen the movie Lottery Ticket
No.
with Bow Wow, about winning a lottery ticket? But he's drooling over the shoes before he actually wins the lottery, and he was like, I'm going to get the money, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to end up getting them. Well, the shoes that are in the movie actually own that pair.
Oh.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so, like, in 2009, when they were filming it, I was playing Xbox with him on a daily basis. So, like, while he was back between filming or between sets, like, he was hopping on the Xbox and, like, talking to us and stuff.
Oh, that's
so,
tight.
we knew about the shoe prior to it, the movie coming out. We knew the movie before it came out. And it's just a shoe I never thought I'd have. There's only 10 of them in the world. And so, there's, like, that sentimental value of me actually playing with him during filming and stuff like that. So that's like, I can't get rid of that shoe.
Yeah.
No,
that's
of
so
course
cool.
not.
That's crazy.
Definitely
So
not.
I don't have
Busted.
anything cool like that.
No signed T-shirt or
no, I have a signed
poster.
T-shirt from Cypress Hill. Does that count?
Sure, yeah.
Be real.
No, I was in line for Papa Roach. I've already told that story.
Oh yeah, sad
Yeah.
day.
Sad day.
Sad day.
How'd you get started? Actually, the first time I saw the Skunk stuff was at when we first moved here. Chris had a show at the event center, and I saw your guys' booth. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty much how we linked up. I mean, he's done several events in the past, and I was a vendor there. But like once he opened the store, we got in there as the brand Skunk, and we became friends in the process because I'm up there more than I am anywhere else. So it's like a second job / my other hangout.
So why Skunk?
Well, Skunk was actually a brand that was established before I came on board by my homie Rico Harris. He's the founder of Skunk, and the original design, which is this one actually, I can photobomb it, I guess. I forgot y'all got cameras everywhere. He had this whenever we met, and since we met, like he asked me to help him develop the brand. You know, I got a little bit of education in graphic design and all that, so I helped expand the brand basically. So now we have signs and different marketing and different designs that all go with this. And this is the original one, but we have different collections. We drop monthly, sometimes bi-monthly. So
Nice. That's awesome. And your clothing is in Hype Waco.
exactly.
Do you have it anywhere else?
No, I don't.
Okay, but you do.
It's on the
pop-up
internet. It's on
events.
skunkbuzz.com.
Oh, perfect.
You know,
Sell
but-
online.
Shout out.
Yeah, online.
There
And
you go.
being online, it allows us to do a collection, drop it, and then move on to the next one.
Yeah.
If we want to redo it, we can reprint it, but we don't have to do a large run every time. We can do 20 or 30 shirts, and once those are gone, go online, skunkbuzz.com, get them, and
Nice.
it works out.
Skunk Buzz.
Who would have thought that a stinky little animal would be so popular?
And
they're
that's
so
exactly
cute.
what it is, because it is, a varmint. You know, some people wouldn't think would be nice, so we try to make it into a positive spin. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It has no affiliation with smoking weed.
Well, that affiliation's always there.
You know, I didn't even think of that.
Hey,
Really?
but funny.
I didn't either until just now.
So funny story. We were in the store and he has 2 mannequins that sit on this little rack.
Yeah.
And this older lady, they dropped this shirt that was like called Skunk Stellation, and it was basically just stars, but it made a skunk. And
I love that.
the lady went to go and touch it, and she goes, "What is this?" And I was like, "A skunk." And she goes, "A skunk?" And like threw her hands up and everything. And there was another guy in there, and he was like, "Don't worry, don't stink." It was just like, it was one of those moments you had to be there because this lady's older and she literally wouldn't touch the shirt because it had a skunk
hidden
on
camera
it.
here somewhere?
Yeah, it was so funny though.
Yeah,
I love that skunk installation. I want that now.
I don't know if we have any more at the store. Do
There's
we
a
have
couple up there. There's a handful.
I'm gonna get one.
take your ass on down to Hype Waco.
Goodies anyway.
Yeah.
so,
I'm gonna get one.
And they're on the $10 rack. So
yeah.
Wee!
Even at a
going.
discount.
Yeah.
That's tight. You guys, I interact with the elderly and weird Waconian people here all the time. You
Not
guys,
in a good way. I'm just gonna point that out.
He said I interact.
He makes it sound like he's like doing things for them.
I get irritated sometimes, but
Sometimes. Every
Yeah.
time I've heard a story, it's always like, what the fuck?
people are weird though. Like I was telling them, like I was at a donut shop and a dude was just staring at me, fucking for no reason. I'm just in line, dude, waiting to buy a donut, and he's just
You
like,
might have seen you on the internet.
no, he looked like Ron Howard, and he was like, fucking, he literally like did one of these,
Oh wow.
you know, and then but just like kept
Maybe
it
he
there.
was checking you out.
I was like, take a fucking picture, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, get the fuck out of the way, you know? I don't know. It's just, but there's a lot of, if you watch all of our episodes, you guys hear this shit all the time. But you guys get any weird, because you guys are right down there.
Oh yeah, there's crazies that come in all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got tattooed in that place before
Really?
you took over it. Yeah.
That's
Dude just
crazy.
filled in some bats and shit on my arm, but
it's crazy, man. Those are cool people. They've helped me from beginning till now. They shop with me. They've pitched ideas for the store and everything like that. So
nice.
I love the owner of Tattoo Shop. He's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they moved across the street or
Yeah,
something.
diagonal.
Right?
He
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
owns that building now.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
He upgraded.
Shout out. Thanks
Yeah.
for the ink, dude.
What shop was that?
Fuck
I think
me.
it's called Tattoo Waco. Tattoo Waco.
Yeah.
Man, I really
Waco.
wish that there was a tattoo shop named Fuck Me, because I would go all the time.
All right, the police are gonna raid it.
Dude, when I had to get my permits for this building, they told me that there was a massage parlor over here in the corner in this shopping center
Is
that
there?
got raided
All right.
a year ago.
Oh, there was. There isn't anymore.
I don't know if they're still open. The sign's still.
Because it says like health center.
Uh,
I don't know what that means, but it could be.
That was the name of the
Good for
tattoo
you.
or the massage parlor.
But yeah, the permit guy was like, because he was all skeptical, you know, like, what's with the Halloween store, you know, like that kind of thing. And then he's like, because he's like a real religious dude. He's like, there's a store in there that is owned by Vietnamese people that were performing sexual acts on people, and they got raided a year ago. And I
Got a
was
couple
like,
of my buddies.
You're like, this is relevant how?
Be like, man, don't go to that Showtime that's on LaSalle. That's even worse.
Do we have time for another sponsor?
Yes. Speaking of sexual acts, this episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Not
Ooh.
only for sexual acts, okay?
yeah,
Look,
Jordan.
they got their titties all hanging out. I mean,
You don't have to. You could wear it under your shirt.
that's
or,
true.
like,
I do wear mine under my shirt.
Yeah, you wore it on the show. Your tits weren't out.
That's true. That's true. Woo!
Just saying.
What's the weirdest thing you've had come through your store, like person or whatever?
The weirdest person?
Yeah.
Man, I used to have this guy come in that always come on a bike, and he would swear, like, for instance, Skunk. He was like, yeah, man, I've been wearing that since before you were born. I was like, dude, it's a local brand, but I don't know how you were wearing that before. Like, it wasn't even established then. And he was like, oh no, man, there was this person in Houston that, man, I used to wear it. He used to slang it out the back of his trunk, and I was like, yeah, dude, I think we're on the wrong type of skunk. Man, he would come in every day and he would sit for like 20 and 30 minutes, and you could just look at him and tell he was lying about whatever he was talking about. And I was like, I appreciate you stopping by, but you're really just wasting my time.
Oh my gosh.
It's really annoying when I have customers and you're standing there in front of them like telling me irrelevant stories about your life that isn't true.
They're just looking for a friend.
Oh no, I see him on the bike now. He just doesn't stop by. I guess he got the memo.
What'd you do to him?
I didn't do anything to him.
Away?
No, I didn't tell him to do it. I'm not rude to the customers when they come in at all. Like I approach everybody the same way, but I'm gonna tend to a paying customer before I sit and listen to your
random
non-believable stories.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I used to get that. I used to own a tattoo shop. I get 2 or 3 different dudes that would just come and sit on our couch.
Thinking about getting a tattoo, but let me tell you my life story first, and then not get a tattoo.
Yeah, see, I have a couch in the store now, and he literally would come in and just sit on the couch and tell me he knew every artist.
I feel like a couch would be a bad idea. That's like just inviting people to sit down and.
Well, I have people that come up there almost on a daily basis that just sit and hang out.
Yeah.
Like it's just the.
Cool.
I mean,
okay.
I also have a basketball goal in the store. Like I mean, it's
cool,
just we do a lot of things for fun and.
They also throw comedy shows.
Yeah, there's comedy shows. We just did an art show there. There's always different things going on.
Is it up on your website? Can people tune
No,
in?
so the website's actually down. My point of sale system is not wanting to, for whatever reason, fix my website. And that's all like included, but it's not so included, if that makes sense. Like I'm not getting
those machines.
I'm not getting the assistance. They won't release all the keys so you can actually pay. They won't link my bank account to the website. So the website's just shut down because there's nothing you can do on it. It's just annoying. So I'm thinking about doing like a third party website, but I've already paid for the website for the full year, so that's my frustration.
You paid up front for a year.
Yeah, I paid up front.
You paid for the
whole
domain or the host?
I paid for everything.
For both?
Yeah, everything is paid for. Like I'm trying to back out of my point of sale system because I just had a really bad experience with that, and I can't back out because there's like.
I'm curious, which one is it?
Shopkeep. Yeah, don't ever use them.
Shopkeep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Square.
I'm fixing to go to Chase. Like I'm just gonna let my bank deal with all of my processing and stuff. Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Being a business owner is not easy.
No, nobody gets to see the headaches behind the scenes.
I can teach you how to. If you want to switch to Square, I can teach you like just for your website. I could teach you the whole thing.
Oh, cool.
I manage Stevie Weebies, Rick Glassman's, Dark and Jury's, forget everything.
Marble Kinetics.
I might need to do that. Like I've had a lot of people that want to shop online, but it's just the difficulties that it's caused a headache.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you feel like you have more people shopping online, or do you feel like they come more into the store to get the experience of the store?
No, I definitely say the experience of the store. Like, I mean, the amount of sales that I get through the store versus how many people ask for a website is non-comparable at all.
But the only thing is you do have rare shit. So, like, if you were to put it out there, there's people all over the country that probably would want certain things.
Definitely. Like, I have some shoes that there's like one of 3 in the world, and nobody's wanted to come and drop $1,000 on a shoe in Waco. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not happening.
Oh, you probably know the name of the shit. What's that show with the guy with the overalls and the gold teeth, and he sells shoes and other vintage?
Slobby Rob.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, on Netflix is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah,
have you seen that show?
I have seen him, and I've actually met him a couple of times.
Have you?
At different events, but he's
funny.
cool.
He sells shoes too, right?
Sells everything.
Yeah,
buys everything.
He dips into a little bit of everything.
He's a wheeling and dealer.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but now I have to go look it up.
Yeah,
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
They'll make a show out of like anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, he actually started on YouTube. So like it wasn't
Really?
just a random act that ended up on Netflix. He started on YouTube, and YouTube's becoming like a very big platform to open bigger opportunities for just a normal person that might not have the funds to shoot a movie or something. Like they're definitely doing it. Like Tyler Perry's
subscribe on YouTube.
Tyler Perry's Boo, Medea Halloween or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They used all YouTubers as their characters.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude, my mom loves
Medea. anything.
My mom's so weird. Like,
It's
she had me when
hilarious.
she was 15, and then like she didn't go to high school, and she's been a waitress like her whole life, and she's super fucking weird and slightly racist in a way. But she loves Medea movies for some reason. Like when we go to her house to visit, she's got like a whole fucking DVD rack of every Tyler Perry fucking movie ever made.
That's crazy. I don't find Medea as funny as some people do.
Not at all, dude.
I don't think that
don't
it's that
either.
funny.
See, I make faces, but I say hallelujah all the time or ochre. I say that all the time.
There you are. They stuck with you.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on the end of our show.
Really?
Yep. And we just got a new printer today, so
Yes.
I haven't worked it all out yet.
Yeah, in
So
the comment section.
the comment section, life in the comment section will return next week. And I think when it returns, people like it better when we answer questions than read comments. So it's going to be
Oh.
questions from the comment section.
Ooh, okay.
Go comment
Okay.
on our shit with some questions.
Yep. All right.
All right, you want to get into some shout outs?
Sure. Want to give a shout out to I have a follower on Instagram. I can't for the life of me I don't know what his real name is. But he's local, and like he went through today and liked every single one of my Instagram posts. And I was like, "Oh, thank you. Cool." Like, I mean, I don't know what I did, but thank you. So
You don't
shout
know
out
his
to
name?
that guy. It's like life is evil, and then there's like there's like numbers after
Life
it.
is
So
evil? All right.
I don't know. I'll have to go look it up, and I'll
You might want to carry a shank with you.
He's friends with Scuba Valley, so
Your DMs are
we'll
about to be blown
see.
up.
But thanks, I appreciate it.
Right, not it.
Yeah,
Right on.
there we go.
Right on.
All right, I want to give a shout out to our store. Come down, or I guess this will already be out. So
Yeah,
thanks for
well,
coming
come
down.
anyway.
Yeah,
check
every
out-
day.
Every
Hype
day.
Waco.
Yes.
Check out Skunk.
Oh, I got both.
Boom.
Do it.
Woo!
Where's the skunk one? I dropped him.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Avalanche.
There it is.
We'll put all the links up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll collab with Skunk and get some Halloween designs.
Hey, let's do
Yeah.
it. I'm always down
Oh
to
man.
collab. I brought some for y'all anyway. I can give them out when we
Sweet.
leave and all that.
All right, what do you got, love?
Oh gosh. I don't know. My brain is so tired from putting the store together. I have no shout outs today.
Aw,
shout-outs?
shout out to yourself.
Shout out to
There
my
you
bed
go.
because I can't wait to get in.
What about you guys?
Shout out to y'all. Thanks for having us on, and thanks for
Cheers.
everything y'all are doing. Like, I've been watching several of the episodes. I ain't watched every one, but I watched a couple.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you.
I went to the 50th one, so I was
Nice.
out there hanging with Terry Blues and all them, and
Shout
I
to
just happened to be there
Bluesville.
when y'all heckling them in the audience. So
Yeah. That was a fun
What
one.
did Scoop keep calling him? He called him Mario or Mickey.
Mickey.
Mickey. So
Mickey
where's Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Because he had the fucking red pants. And shit.
That was funny.
What about you, man?
Oh man, just shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
Thanks.
it. And shout out to y'all, your stores, man. Y'all did really awesome, and the
Thank
decor and
you.
everything, it looks really nice. So
Thanks.
if y'all are in the area, definitely stop by for sure.
Stop by
We're
both.
Coming
Custom
for the
Boutiques United.
Constellation shirt.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then see what else we can get working.
All my friends are going to make me go broke because I'm going to go to everybody's
I know.
stores and be like, I'm going to support y'all, and I'm not going to have any money, but I will have some dope ass shirts. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Until next time. Later.
Bye.